a peace without war. Okay, that is what my dream. And prosperity without poverty. And greenery without pollution. This is the type of world we must see.
APJ Abdul Kalam was an Indian aerospace scientist and statesman who served as 11th President of India from 2002 to 2007. He was born and raised in Rameswaram, Tamil Nadu, and studied physics and aerospace engineering. He spent the next 4 decades as a scientist and science administrator, mainly at the Defense Research and Development Organization DRDO and Indian Space Research Organization ISRO. He was intimately involved in India's civilian space program. He thus came to be known as the Missile Man of India.
We need a nation of prosperity and nation of a great character, value system. Every citizen should be a great citizen. That means a billion Indians, they make India. What do you say? What do you say? Will you? Will you become great citizens? So,
Here are his top 10 rules for success. Follow your dreams.
How did you become so great?
How did I become so great? That's a question. Well, which class you are studying?
Fourth.
What's your dream in life?
I want to become a singer.
Singer. Hindustani or Carnatic? Hindustani or Carnatic music? Any music?
Yeah, music.
Any music. Well, I don't know how became. I don't know. These are relative terms. So I personally believe you must have a dream. Say, I must have a dream.
I must have a dream.
I must continuously acquire knowledge. Continuously acquire knowledge.
I must continuously acquire knowledge.
Hard work.
Hard work
And perseverance.
and pursuance.
One should not be not afraid of problems.
Not afraid of problems.
Then you will be successful. We should know how to handle not only how to handle the success, how to handle the failures.
1. Defeat the problem and succeed.
Anything? No problem, right? You all agree? But if you do a mission, if you do a great thing, there will be big problems. But at no time, you should allow problem to be your captain or a master. Who should become the master of the problem and defeat the problem and succeed?
Make it a habit to smile.
One thing I find all of you smiling.
That's because you're here.
Smiling is a fantastic thing. You know about it? If you smile, the whole day will be smiling. If you don't smile, they will not smile. So it's like, make it a habit to smile. It creates a lot of friendship, a lot of happiness, okay?
Be a giver.
See, I have a feeling, whenever I give something, I feel happy. You see, this is you try. That whatever you may have knowledge, you have sometimes better economy you may have. Better, because sometimes you have a kind words you can have. So if you use and make somebody's life happy, that is you are giving, and his or her life is happy, that's a best thing a human being can think of. Then you will get a conflict-free world. That's why I used to say, where there is righteousness in the heart, there is beauty in the character. Where there is beauty in the character, there is harmony in the home. Harmony in the home. Where there is harmony in the home, there is order in the nation. When there is order in the nation, there is peace in the world.
Be yourself.
What did I learn from the youth of 11 million people? I learned every youth wants to be unique. Every youth wants to be unique. That is you.
Every youth wants to be unique, that is you. But the world around you is doing its best day and night to make you just everybody else. Now, the question is whether you want to be you or everybody else. You? You want to be you? Not everybody else. Now, if the question being like everybody else is convenient at the first glance but not satisfying in the long vision. The challenge, therefore, my young friends, is that you have to fight the hardest battle. You have to fight the hardest battle which any human being can ever imagine to fight, and never stop fighting until you arrive at your destined place. That is the unique you.
Be a teacher.
You know, I had a teacher when I was a young boy, 10 years boy, wartime, the Second World War going on. At that time, I used to see in my class, 5th class teacher, in science teacher, his name is Subramania Iyer. He entered the classroom and we used to see the radiation of knowledge from him, When he enters the classroom, my teacher, I see a radiation of purity of life. And the way he taught, my dream got shaped. What should be my way of life? He is the person, the teacher gave me the vision of my life when I was a young fellow. Now a teacher has got a fantastic opportunity to grow minds, to enrich the minds, and give the dreams to the young people and nurture the dreams with them, and they will become a great human being. Sometime they will become better than you, but better than the teacher. So that opportunity you have. And also the teacher, like what I am doing, I am a professor, I can also do the research. Young researchers will work with me. That's a great pleasure.
Be a leader.
To give any political leadership or technological leadership, you have to have 6 traits one leader should have. And what are the 6 traits? Number 1, leader must have a vision. Without a vision, he will not be a leader, he or she. So leader must have a vision. The second one, leader must be able to travel into an unexplored path. Normally tendency to travel the well laid out path, but the leader, he takes a path of untraveled path. Third thing, leader must know how to manage success, most importantly the failure. Any mission he does or she does, so he has to go through some failure. They should know how to manage the failures.
Could you give us an example from your own experience about managing failure?
Well, my own experience like this, 1973, I became the project director for satellite launch vehicle program, SLV-3. It is called to put a Rohini satellite in the orbit by 1980. When the management structure I was given, money I was given, and then human power I was given, only they said by 1980 you must put the satellite in the orbit, making a rocket. So thousands of people worked for that, say a scientific technical team. So when the time came, 1979, I think it's in August, we launched, I was in the mission director, project director. I was the control center. I was the mission director. We handed over to the computer to do the process of checking the launch vehicle T-minus 4 minutes and launch it. After 1 minute in the computer, checkered computer put a hold. For some reasons, they said a display was there. It said some component is not doing well, control component. My experts told me, I have always behind me 4 or 5 experts will be there. And they quickly calculated in computer. They told me, don't worry, there is a lot of reserve fuel is there. We will succeed. So I bypassed the computer. I went on manual, launched the rocket system. Okay, and it's a 4-stage rocket system. First stage worked beautifully. As soon as the second stage separated, it got into trouble. Instead of satellite going to orbit, the whole rocket system went into Bay of Bengal. Okay, so it was a big failure. So that day, Indian Space Research Organization Chief, Professor Satish Dhawan, there's a press conference, 7 o'clock we launched. 7:45 there's a press conference, the whole world press is there in Sireri, Kota, at launch base. So I still remember the chairman of the organization, the leader of the organization, taking the press conference. I was by his side. He said, we have failed. First time we tried to attempted, and this failure really makes us to believe we have to give more technological support my team, and they worked very hard. Definitely in a year they will succeed. So I was a mission director, I was a project director. I am responsible for the failure. And he took the responsibility of failure as a chairman of the organization, and the leader of the organization. Next year, 1980, July, we succeeded. The whole nation was jubilant. There was a press conference. Professor Satish Dhawan told me, you go and take the press conference. Okay? The message is, when the failure occurred, the leader of the organization owned the leader failure. When the success came, he gave to his team. That the best management principle I have not learned previously, any books have not taught me. I learned from that experience. Okay?
That's a beautiful story. Thank you very much for sharing that.
Next one, fourth point, leader must have courage to take decision. That's our problem today throughout the world. Leader must have a courage to take decision. Fifth one, leader should have a nobility in management. I mean, nobility in management, a big question mark. So I believe leader should have a nobility in management. Every action of the leader should be transparent. You know what I mean? Leader should work with integrity and succeed with integrity. Leader should work with integrity and succeed with integrity. And I believe president, since you asked the question, has to be continuously in touch with the people. Rashtrapati Bhavan, where I was there, became a People's Bhavan. Instead of Rashtrapati Bhavan, it becomes People's Bhavan.
The power of imagination.
Braveness.
Courage. Well, you see, courage you have. You know, courage comes from knowledge. Hello, you fellow, ask the question here. Look at me. You repeat with me, knowledge. Repeat with me, knowledge. Repeat, knowledge is equal to creativity plus righteousness plus courage. So knowledge comes from courage. Okay?
ஹலோ சார், இயற்கை சீற்றங்களை தடுக்கவும் அதிலிருந்து நம் மக்களை காக்கவும் தங்களின் வழிகள்.
Continuously acquire knowledge.
Sir, I would like to hear from you a few tips for the upcoming generation to succeed in life.
Well, succeeding life, I have already told you.
Yes, sir.
You have to do 4 things, okay? Number 1, repeat with me. Number 1, you repeat.
Number 1,
Great aim.
great aim.
I will have great aim.
I will have great aim.
I will
I will
continuously acquire knowledge. Continuously acquire knowledge.
continuously acquire knowledge.
Oh, I will do hard work.
I will do hard work.
I will persevere
I will persevere
and succeed.
and succeed.
Okay, that's the mantra.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Work with integrity.
And I believe president since you asked the question, has to be continuously in touch with the people. Rashtrapati Bhavan, where I was there, became a People's Bhavan. Instead of Rashtrapati Bhavan, it becomes People's Bhavan. And also I travel into the whole state, cutting across hill, deserts and sea. I was in touch with millions and millions of people.